So Bethesda has decided to add a little cherry on top of their most successful year of all time. They have released a 12 gigabyte update to Skyrim, but mostly this is really only going to affect like the console players for the special and anniversary editions of the game. It's just one big update to the Curation Club store, which is incentivizing people to spend money for mods, which there's only one pro that I can see to paid mods. It's the same thing everybody who's made a video on this topic has said time and time again, but it's kind of funny to me how Bethesda released this update on December 5th, which everyone knew was going to be the release date for the GTA 6 trailer, which everyone in the realm of gaming knew the GTA 6 trailer was going to be the most dominant thing in the news cycle, and it was going to be the most trending thing. So it's kind of funny to me how Bethesda just slipped this update, you know, in that same time window, because they probably thought like, oh, nobody's going to pay attention to this. They're going to be too busy looking at this other game that's coming out in 2 years. And for the most part, they're right, but we caught up, and it's just an update to their store, which is 12 gigs, and I don't understand how a store page can be 12 gigabytes, but that's, you know, that's none of my business. I'm not a modder, I'm not a programmer. I don't know how to code. I can barely read, so that's not for me to comment on why it's 12 gigs. Just seems a little excessive, you know? But that's just me. I don't know about you guys. But you know what? Since we're talking about it, let's go ahead and let's just say the one pro to paid mods that I can see. The one pro to paid mods that I can see is the fact that if you like a mod so much and you actually do want to support the creator of that mod, and if you only have Skyrim on Xbox or PlayStation, then there you go. You can pay for the mod and you can play it, you know, on your Xbox, on your PS5. That's the only pro I can see to this, to be honest, is like, obviously if you have any of these Curation Club games on PC, there's no fucking point for you to use Curation Club whatsoever. There's literally no point. If you want to support the modder, you know, obviously most of them have like a Patreon or that one website where you buy them a coffee, which is you basically just donate them money. What's that thing called? Ko-Fi or whatever. I forget what that website's called, but there's that, you know. So supporting the actual people that put in the time and effort to make these mods, that is the only benefit, you know, is like if you only have these games on console. And I would even argue that the mods should still be free on console. The fact that you can add mods is cool. Yeah, I don't know, man. It's hard to say because I've only ever met one person who actually has used Curation Club, like unironically, and he's a lot younger, but he only had Skyrim on his Xbox, and he only had Fallout 4 on his Xbox. That's how he played with mods. He doesn't have a PC, you know, and he was a lot younger. Like he was like, I think he was like 15 or some shit. But there's literally only one person I've met who plays those games, who's used Curation Club, who's actually spent money, you know, on mods. And a lot of these mods are not cheap, dude. They're like mods for like a sword that costs like $5, like one in-game item. Which I understand the creators of the mods, they set the prices. But what's crazy to me is Bethesda is getting a cut. You know, they take a cut out of every purchase that's made. And I went on their website, I went on the Bethesda Game Studios creations. They have an application form how to apply, which it's so formal. You got to have experience modding Bethesda Game Studio games. You got to have a portfolio of work for review. You got to have a Bethesda Net account linked to an Xbox account. You got to have a multi-factor authentic internet, obviously, like all that bullshit. But I tried figuring out how much they take, you know, how much is their cut, Bethesda's cut for all these mods. I can't find a percentage. I even tried going on Reddit, which is like horrible. Don't ever go on Reddit ever. But I went on there and I tried to find it. I couldn't find anything. It doesn't say anything on their website. It just says that you choose the price of your creations, which that's what they're calling this now, is they're calling it creations. It's not called Creation Club. You know, this is well, I think it is still called the Creation Club. The Creation Club Creations. Instead of calling it paid mods, because it's all fucking bullshit, so the fucking idiots in the room don't fucking get triggered. They're like, oh, well, it's not paid mods, it's creations. So I won't get mad when it is exactly that's what it is. I can't find anywhere where it says how much they take. If you know, if any of you guys know what the percentage is, if it is a percentage or if it changes based on how much. It's not like Steam, how they take 30% or whatever. It's like it changes or fluctuates. Maybe on how many you sell or how many people download it. I don't know how that works. You will receive a royalty. You will receive a royalty from every creation of yours sold, and that's from verified creators. So the way this system works, apparently, too, is you can release free mods, especially if you're not a verified creator. And apparently, with the new update, basically all the free mods, the ones that don't make Bethesda any money, they pretty much push those to the very back catalog of all the pages for their new store, for their 12 gigabyte update to the, to their store in a single player game. That fucking came out, 50 years ago on PlayStation 3. But yeah, they push those to the back, so it basically makes it harder for people to find the free mods. So they just have all the paid ones shoved in their face, and it's just weird to me because, like, if you're a mod creator, right, and if you want somebody to support you for what you're doing, which is, that's fair. I think it's fair to like ask for support, but it shouldn't be like demanded. Because you are making a mod for the game. Like, that's the whole point of modding, is it's you're a fan of the game, or you hate the game and you want it to be better, or you want to change something about it, and you're dedicating a lot of time and effort into doing that. If you want to have like a Patreon, that's more than cool. And I hate it when I see modders or fans working on a project for a game or doing something for a game, and then a studio sends a cease and desist, or like, shut this down, you can't do this, you can't get paid for making this mod. Studios have done that in the past, mostly like Nintendo. Nintendo's like, they'll cut your fucking legs off, bro. They're crazy. But it's insane to me that Bethesda has been running with this narrative that, you gotta keep your favorite modders, you gotta get them paid so they can keep making mods. They're gonna work, they're working for us now, and we're gonna put them in this little work sweatshop. It's this modding sweatshop, and they're gonna work for us, and they're gonna make shit for our games, which is crazy that they run with that narrative where it's like, we gotta get them paid, which really what it is they want money. Everybody knows that. They want extra money. This is the Bethesda Tax. That's what this is. And if you're a creator and if you're getting paid through Creation Club for your mods, you know, if you don't want to like go to prison or get, you know, fucking audited by, you know, the IRS, you have to pay taxes, I'm guessing, right? On all of that shit. On all your profit that you make from selling your mods, you're going to have to pay taxes. So not only is Bethesda taking a little bit of a cut, but the IRS is taking a little bit of a cut, dude. That's the Bethesda tax, bro. That is the toll. Bethesda is legit the fucking dude who comes up to you in Oblivion is like, you know, your money or your life. You know, that's Bethesda. They're fucking doing that with mods. And it's crazy to me because I'm really trying. I am a Bethesda fanboy. I don't go to bat for them anymore. I started to lose shit for them back when Fallout 4 came out, but I still play their games. If you've seen this channel, I started a Starfield Let's Play when that came out. I spent the $100 to play that game 5 days early. And I'm not gonna lie, I did enjoy Starfield. I did have a lot of fun with it, but it was lacking, and I installed mods, and they don't even have a creation kit for that game out yet, and I still had to install mods to change shit for the game because shit was just broken and just was not fun. So I couldn't even imagine playing this shit, you know, on fucking Xbox, but PC, I already had mods installed, and I still haven't finished the game. Because to be honest, it's not that good of a game. It's good, and I do enjoy it, but it's not great. And there's a lot of things about that game that, you know, I can make a whole separate video on talking about. But there's a lot of things about that game that's just purely set up from a design point of view, right? Where they're banking on mods. Just how Skyrim turned into one of the most, or the most modded game of all time. That's what they want with Starfield. And this Creation Club thing, they're setting this groundwork up now. The reason why they did this update now is because next year they're going to put out the creation kit for Starfield, and they want this to be kind of foolproof. They want people to be, you know, in the mood of paying for mods and this shit so they can fucking run this shit up for Starfield. That's all this is for. A lot of people are probably looking at they're looking at this and they're thinking, Skyrim? They're doing this for Skyrim? I don't really think they give a shit about Skyrim at this point, dude. I think what they're really doing is they're just laying the groundwork for Starfield. Because Starfield, I do believe in 4 years will be a great game because of mods. The amount of shit that modders are going to be able to do with that game is actually, it's insane. Like, I can't even imagine the creativity that's going to come out of that. Because you do have, like, a lot of things you can do. There's a lot of things you can do with the physics, with the planet system. Like, there's a lot of possibilities there, and a lot of people are going to make mods for that. And Bethesda knows this because they basically designed their entire game to be played forever because they know people are going to make mods for it. And that's why they're doing all this shit, man, is because they want to make almost like a live service game for single player titles. And they're really chasing that high that they got when they made Skyrim, because they weren't planning on doing this when they made Skyrim. They didn't think it was going to turn out the way it did. You know, they didn't know it was going to become super popular and extremely modded and all this shit. They didn't know that. And so ever since then, they've been chasing that balance in a game to make a single player game, but it can fucking live on forever and always have content coming out, always have people playing it. And that's what they wanted with Starfield. And it's hard for me to say that it's not going to happen because it's possible. But the Creation Club shit, man, is just, it's just a Bethesda tax. It's really like, if you really want to support creators of mods, you know, donate to, if they have a Patreon, donate to their Patreon. I mean, I guess if you do have this shit on Xbox, you can buy it, and I guess that's cool too, but even then, man, like, Bethesda's taking a cut, and like I said, I can't find anywhere where it says how much that cut is. I think maybe you have to get approved as a verified creator, and then maybe they tell you. Maybe it's based on what the mod is. I don't know, because some mods are obviously way bigger than others. There are some mods where they're like entire expansions, and that's understandable. But $5 for a sword, it's like, fuck off, bro. I'm not doing that. Anyways, guys, like this is really all I had to say about this. Like, I just want to know, what do you guys think? What do you guys think about the Creation Club? What do you guys think about creations? Bethesda doing this? You know, they're obviously using Skyrim as a little guinea pig right now, because Starfield is that's their main plan. You know, we don't see it yet, but I guarantee you, man, next year, once they start pushing out all the mod kits and shit to give people the tools to actually do incredible, great things that they're saying you're going to be able to do with modding, they're going to really bank on this Creation Club shit. And what do you guys think? Do you think do you think it's good that modders should be paid? Do you think modders shouldn't be paid? And that it's just, you know, a labor of love type situation? I mean, I think that, you know, if they want to be paid, you know, let them have a Patreon, or, you know, some way for you to support them that way. So that way Bethesda doesn't take a percentage. That's what I think. I've never liked this paid mod shit. This isn't some fucking crazy opinion. You know, I remember when they did this with Fallout 4, man, and this was like the dumbest shit. I saw this when they announced it back then, and I thought, oh shit, a new expansion? No, it was just, you know, bullshit. And they're doing it again. And so what do you guys think? Do you guys think this is crazy? Do you think the reason why they're doing this update right now is because the Starfield shit is coming out next year? Or do you think Bethesda gives a fuck anymore about games? Do you think it's too late for Bethesda to go back to the way they were back in the OG days? When are we getting that Oblivion remaster? When are we getting the Fallout 3 remaster? You know, I don't know. But this week, besides GTA 6, there's been a lot of Bethesda shit, which is kind of weird. We're getting so much, and there's no games. It's just more money for shit that we've, you know, paid for over and over. But I'm not mad at the mod creators. All power to them. Thank you, you know, and it's a big thank you to them for making cool shit for these games. But $5 for a sword? That's fucking bullshit, bro. Nah. But anyways, guys, that's all I had to say about it. You know, and I gotta say thank you so much for all the support and the love that this channel's been getting. It's crazy. We're already almost to 250 subs, which 250 was my stretch goal for the year. So not only did we pass my first sub goal for the year, but my stretch goal was 250 by the end of December. And we're like 11 subs away, which is fucking insane. So thank you guys so much. And I've been getting a lot of hate too, but I've been getting way more support. And it means a lot. It's really cool to be able to talk about this type of stuff and make these videos and these let's plays and, you know, just talk about my opinions and shit, and actually have people tell me what they're thinking and respond to it. You know, it's really nice to feel seen, and I really try to respond to as many comments as I can. I really try to, like, you know, talk to you guys, and I do read all of them, you know. And it just means a lot to me, and I really appreciate it. And thank you to all the people, man, that have been liking the videos, commenting on all the videos, and sharing the videos, you know, with their stepmoms, because, you know, the stepmoms have been coming in clutch with the subs, and I really appreciate it. But no, in all seriousness, thank you for sharing it with your friends. It really does mean a lot to me. I definitely want to do a lot more of these videos where we just kind of talk, and, you know, I'm not editing a lot, you know, it's just kind of us having a conversation. I feel like YouTube could use a lot more of that type of content on the internet. It's not so stressful for me to make, And I feel like it's just more chill, more laid back, and it's just more human, and it's not scripted and over the top and overly edited so it looks like a fucking Netflix documentary. But you know, that's just me. I've kind of been burned out from that stuff. But thank you guys so much. It really means a lot to me. And just let me know what you guys think about this in the comments. I'll get to you, and I will see you all later.